Hey, son, I'm also live too, okay? All right.
All right, we're gonna do it.
Okay, buddy.
Um, Dad,
Yes.
he's already trying to get to bed.
Okay, put his clothes away.
Okay.
Do you see his clothes?
What?
Do you see? Hello, whoever is here. Shout me out and say hello. Hello. Sorry, I had to go and talk to my kid to get him to do his chores. Because, I mean, yeah, you know what's crazy to me? Hold on. Is that we have we have all of our kids, and they're always like, "Hey, can I get some money? Can you guys hear me? Can I get some money? Can I get some money? Can I get my allowance?" But they don't do shit. Like, can I get my allowance? Like for fucking what? What did you do? Anyway, how you guys doing today? Fine, I hope. Can I get my allowance? But they don't do shit. Hey, what's up, little brother? Man, that's kind of crazy. You're the first one here. Can you hear me, John? Man, my little brother's a hard worker, man. Bro, man, you should have been there last night. Yee! It was, man, my guy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. You would have changed your life. Last night's show, episode, my guy, you gotta go back. You gotta watch that, my dude. I promise you, you gotta go back and watch it. Crystal. Who's Crystal? I don't know what that is. Are you asking me, am I on Crystal? No, sir. I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about, my guy. But like, dude, like it, my guy, you gotta go back and watch yesterday's show. Hold on. Yeah, we had to pack and bathe the kids, getting ready for the ride. Okay. Dude, sorry, hold on. Hey, what's going on, Renita? Crystal clear. Okay, my guy. Yeah, sorry, there's like a 2 minute delay or whatever. So if I ask a question, I don't see your answer for like another minute or two. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. I'm happy that you can hear me crystal clear. Who else is in here tonight? Renita, I know you better be here. Cause boy, we got a lot of work done today. Della? Della's around? That's crazy. She's probably gonna leave though. It's nice to see you, Della. Tonight, man, we're going to and again I'm gonna just keep repeating it, but tonight we're gonna kind of recap the week, talk about, what we done. Hey, what's going on, dear? It's 8:30, so you know what that means. Coaching, training, learning. And I say learning from my benefit. Because I'm telling you, like the show that we had last night, dude. Hey, Renita, am I lying? Tell me that show was not amazing. I'm just saying, like, dude, it was good. So if you weren't here, go back and watch it. Watch episode 9. Today is 10 of 10. I'm also celebrating today. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating that 12 days ago I said I was gonna get on here and I was gonna do 100 days of coaching, of training, of learning, and this is day 10. And here's the thing. I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing it for me because I said I would do it and I'm doing it. And that's what's up. I'm telling you, yesterday's show was extremely heartfelt and amazing. I would implore you to go back and rewatch it. Like, say it was an amazing show. But anyway, how are you guys doing? So I know we haven't really started yet, but my name is Fearless Cummings. I'm a life coach, philosopher. I'm here to kind of give you some tools, techniques, and strategies to deal with your dreams, goals, aspirations, problems. And just in case you're curious about what it is that we do, I'm here for the next 90 days for free. I'm offering free coaching to anybody who wants it. Right? I tell people off top, man, we charge a lot for what we do. The training aspect, coaching aspect, we charge a lot. And for me just giving it away, it's almost unheard of, but that's what I'm doing. My girl Yachty, yee. Oh, she's not my girl. I'm saying that metaphorically, like my girl, like that's my girl. That's my buddy. That's my friend. That's what I mean. Her husband, Benito, is usually on here too. So whenever Benito gets here, just be like, hey, just wave. So anyway, John, how was work today, my guy? Let me take these keys out of my pocket. Oh man. Who else is in here with this? People come and go. I'm okay with that. I mean, listen, man. It's today. Oh, I just got back from Denver today. Okay. Okay, I don't work till Thursday. Okay, perfect. So I expect to see you here until Thursday then, right? I'm just saying, man, I expect to see you. So today, Alexis, hello. Hold please. Are we Alexis, are we family? Because I know a lot of people. Okay. Okay, John, are you saying of course when I asked her if we're family? Yes, you and Alexis. That works. Got it. Okay. So Alexis is my sister-in-law. Hello. What is that? Is that Zali Coffer? Zali Coffer? Alexis, I never knew your last name. That's a very unique last name. I like it. I like it. I love it. Anyway, so how have you guys been? How's everything going for you guys? This is a group question, so she said, "Yeah, that's Alexis." Okay, of course. Okay, I'll be here every night. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So is it the first or the second? I said the Zolikoffer or Zolikoffer? First or second one, sir? John, do you like my I think these are called like a pop something? Pop marker? Pop something? Got the red one? I got like a whole bag of these things. Anyway, so again, as the banner is telling you, I took the kids to Denver to see them. Okay, awesome. I love it. I'm happy that you guys are back. So I think we'll go ahead and get started. So what's going on, everybody? My name is Fearless Cummings. I am your neighborhood local life coach. I am here to give you guys some tools, tips, and strategies for your dreams, goals, aspirations, problems, and curiosity. I do come with a warning. If you are easily offended, this is probably not the place for you. But until then, I will see you after the what do I call this thing? Is it a commercial? My intro. Drop it. Well, it's going down. So I think I just got a text from my little brother. Oh, okay, cool. Did you know that there's a band called Zola Jesus? I don't know if you know about it, but it is. I think it's a chick out of Montana, but she has this song called "Wise Blood." Great song, man. I think the I think the hook is if it doesn't make you wiser, doesn't make you stronger, doesn't make you live a little bit, what are you doing? Think about that. If it doesn't make you wiser, doesn't make you stronger, doesn't make you live a little bit, what are you doing? I'm telling you, man, if you there's only a few things that I think that a person can listen to that is so not only beneficial but inspirational, motivational, that makes you rethink or reconsider your life and life choices. That would be that song by Zola Jesus. Seriously, that's her name. So I didn't pick it, but she has a really good she has a really good she has a great song. You guys should listen to it. I don't know. So anyway, like I said, we're just gonna recap for this week. For the people stopping in, Jermaine, Lisa, hello. Jermaine's I've been knowing Jermaine since before my little brother John was born. Um, I was talking shit about him last week, but I got in trouble, so I'm gonna be nice to you now, Jermaine. My friend said I was picking on you and bullying you, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll only do it when I see you. Anyway, so today, man, we're just gonna kind of recap what we talked about. For those of you again just coming in, my name is Fearless Cummings. I am a certified life coach. I've been coaching for about a little over 23 years. I help people kind of I help people with a bunch of different things or whatever. But before I get into that, like I always say, I come with a warning. And my warning is that if you are easily offended, this is not the place to be. So, and everybody has a job here. Your job as a listener, as a person coming in, is to bring me your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, problems, and also give me some curiosity if you're interested in. My job as your host, facilitator, and your friendly neighborhood life coach is to give you tools, tips, strategies, and know-how to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. Right? Right now, I'm offering my services for free. For free. I charge a lot for what I do. Trust me, my lifestyle is crazy. So the fact that I'm doing this for a few months shows that either A, I'm crazy as shit, or B, I'm very good at what I do. And I just want to give, give it away until I can't do that anymore. Right? So I had a lady yesterday, was it yesterday, day before? I don't know, my days are kind of run together. Saw a couple of our episodes, was referred by a friend, and she said, "Hey, I would like to hire you." And we talked about it. That I kind of saw that, yeah, she could probably use my assistance. And I told her, I said, "Listen, we don't have to. You don't have to pay me. I'm doing this right now, every night for the next, I think, however many nights." I told her, I said, "You don't have to pay me anything. Just come in, ask whatever questions you want. I'll break anything down for you." She said, "No, thank you. Um, I'd rather just hire you." I said, "Okay. Why am I going to argue with that?" So, but for you guys, again, I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm not going to be like, "I'll give you this for the next 100 days," but later on, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get the good stuff. Fuck that. I'm going to give it all to you now. If I think that if you're as good as what you think you are, you'll give it away because you can always create more. Just saying, that's what I think. Anyway, Jermaine, how you doing, sir? Or excuse me, Jersey. It's Jersey because he wears a bunch of jerseys. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so let's kind of go over the first episode. We literally just kind of talked about the intro. Why was I doing this? Um, who am I here to help? All that stuff. So to kind of recap, again, Fearless Cummings. I've been a life coach for about 23 years. And I became a life coach because I had a lot of deep seated issues that I needed to deal with. And the best way I thought that I could deal with it is to go to school for it. So I lived in Council Bluffs. Um, I worked in, no, I lived in Omaha, lived in Council Bluffs, and I went to school in Golden Valley, Minnesota. And so that's kind of where I became a coach at. And again, I mean, it's been many moons now. But you know, I think that when you find something that you like, jump on in and just go for it. And that's kind of what I think the essence of what I'm doing here is trying to get you guys to jump in and just live your life, live your truth, however you decide to do it. We got a couple more people. Miss Genevieve, Miss Shauna, the amazing Miss Shauna. Um, so like, yeah, man, we gotta. So yeah, so that's why I became a life coach in general, and Lord knows, it has served me well. Just like, good evening, Genevieve, the amazing, the compassionate Genevieve. Um, and I was telling people when we started that if people were interested in watching our show last night, go back. It was an amazing show. I could tell you what it was about, but I don't even want to spoil it for you. Go back and watch it. If you were here, you would have seen it, you would have heard it, you would have been touched in a positive way, I mean, not inappropriately. But we had a great show last night. Um yeah, so go check it out. What did you say? What was it about? Don't worry about it. Mind your business. Go back and watch it. Okay, so our first intro show was just all about me talking about my my trek of becoming a life coach and why I was doing this. Hey dear. Um yeah, it was fun. Learning about myself. It was that was something that was pretty deep. So hopefully I can help return a favor to you guys and help you out. So I have a list of questions, and I wanted to ask you guys. Um, and again, these are simple questions, but I kind of found that they're more philosophical questions. And again, we're just kind of playing around with tonight. There's no one way, one had no one shoe fits all. We just kind of, I just kind of want to see where you guys are. All right. So the first question I have for you is, what do you think about most when you're alone? I mean, it could be nasty. I mean, if you want it to be. But what do you think about when you're by yourself? Right? What's that? What's the? What's that main focus? What's the main thing that consistently keeps popping into your head? And I'm not talking about some dream or goal that you have. Just whatever. Like, what is it when you're by yourself? This thing keeps popping up. For myself, I'll give it. For myself, it's trying to connect. How do I connect with people to give them everything that's in this big ass head of mine? That's what I'm thinking about. Okay, hold on. Do we answer? Yes, yes. Answer it in the comments. Sorry about that. I'm still new to this shit. Okay, son. Shauna says my son. She thinks about her baby when she alone. So do I. But I think about how do I connect better with people and how do I get people to connect with themselves. All right. But Caden is always like the backdrop of my mind. So I may think about connecting with people, helping other people connect with people, but my thoughts, Caden is always in that backdrop for me. And then everything else just comes kind of, you know, you're here, you leave, somebody else comes and then you leave, somebody else comes and then you leave. But Caden's always right here. So my little brother John says, if I'm being if I'm being a great father to my kids and how to make another dollar. Okay. Okay. I like that. Okay. Okay. Genevieve, what are you thinking about? Yadi, what are you thinking about? Alexis, what are you thinking about? Okay, man, that's man. Genevieve, boy, you asked some amazing questions. I hope that you're always on here. Genevieve said, how is it that I can lift up everyone around me, but so critical of myself? I think that we're all like that, though. Genevieve, I honestly think that we all think that same way. Alexis is in the shower. Sorry. Renita said, I constantly think about trying to find my purpose, like, uh, like what it is. What am I supposed to be doing with my life other than what I'm doing? So I'll tell you this. And I can't speak for somebody else. I can only speak for myself. I think that you don't find your purpose. I think that your purpose finds you in the commission of doing something that you like to do or something that you don't even think about doing. I think that's where your purpose is when you're not even looking for it. I never set out to be a life coach. Never did. Like I said, my objective was to help other people, was to help myself. Later on, I thought about helping other people. But for me, I just wanted to help me because I had a lot of problems, a lot of deep seated PTSD, family trauma, bullshit that I had to deal with within myself. And I wanted the tools, techniques, strategies, and the know how to deal with them. Now I have them. But even I don't know everything. You know? I mean, and sometimes knowing it, you can know this shit all day long and still do nothing with it. Right? But at least that's kind of what I think of, Renita. Okay, so my little brother asked me, question at 16, what did you want to do with your life? Funny that you should ask, little brother. I was at the Nebraska Boys Ranch, which is in the panhandle of Nebraska, when I was 16 years old. And one of the staff at the place asked me, what do you see yourself being, or what do you see yourself doing when you get older? And I thought about it, and I said, I don't like sports, so that's out. I thought at one time that I wanted to be a nurse. And then later on, I understood that it wasn't nursing that I wanted to do. It was just helping people. But nurses was the only thing that I could think of that was close enough to helping people. It got so funny that I would read books about nursing, and anytime they would talk about dressing, I used to think that they were talking about putting salad dressing on wounds. So somebody would cut themselves. I'm like, yeah, man, you should go get some dressing, put that on there. And then they would be just as naive as I was. What's dressing? Go into the fridge, get some ranch out, put that shit on that wound. I swear to God. I know y'all think I'm joking. I know you think I'm joking. I swear to God. No joke. That's what I was doing. I'm Shauna, I knew you were gonna laugh. I knew you would laugh at that. Excuse me. But that's what I thought that I would be doing. But here's funny enough, I knew that when I was young, hey, what's up, Morgan? Um, Jesse, Jesse. Um, I knew that when I was young, and I hate talking about this, but this is the culture that we live in, unfortunately. Um, I knew that I would be rich, and I knew that it would be something that I thought of, something to do with my mind, because sports I was horrible at. Like I sucked. I did boxing. I know you remember this, John. I did boxing. I was terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was horrible. Horrible. I mean, dude, I got squabbles, but fighting and boxing are not the same thing. Fights don't even last a minute for the most part. Boxing, like one round is 3 minutes. Boy, you get in that ring and they gonna beat your ass. You can run as many miles as you want. You can hike up as many mountains as you want. But yes, over at CW Boxing, where the world champion Terrence Bud Crawford boxed at. Matter of fact, when I started boxing there, I was 27. Bud was 17. Bud was so good when he was at that age. I used to just stand and watch him. Like he was amazing then. Then I used to tell that dude all the time, bro, you do not scare me. Tell that dude to his face, never knowing that I'm talking to the future, undefeated world champion of the world. You don't scare me. I might be nervous around sparring with everybody else, but for some reason, you don't make me nervous. Ain't that crazy? I've watched this man demolish people. No problem. And I'm in there talking shit. Whatever, though. It is what it is. Jesse, how was your weekend? Morgan, how are my babies? My brother said pound for pound, best fighter right now. And I think he just moved up. Good luck to you, kind sir. I'm I'm not scared of you, but I do proceed with caution. Just saying. That is awesome. You're gonna have to tell me about it later when we have our long conversations. Uh, Morgan, the girls are naughty? Of course they are. Jesse, I know you are. Jesse said, I'm out here living. My friend Morgan says that the girls are extremely naughty. I'm sure they are. So, for those of you just coming in, Fearless Cummings here. Welcome to Ask Fearless. I'm your host and your neighborhood life coach. I'm here to give you guys some tools, techniques, strategies for your dreams, goals, aspirations, all that good stuff. So, I almost ran out of breath talking about this. Morgan just said that she had to throw her hands up because the kids were going crazy. I don't know. So anyway, let me kind of fill you guys in on what we're talking about right now. I was asking people, what do you guys think about most when you're alone? So right now, we are today we're doing a recap of the last 10 days of everything that we talked about. Um, Jesse, you were not here last night. I know you had your thing to go do with your man and your baby. Um, it would behoove you to watch last night's episode. It was amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch it. Tell me what you thought, but it was amazing. Yes. Are you talking about the topic right now? The weekly recap? And that's kind of what we're doing. Oh, girls trip. Sorry about that. My fault. My fault. So Jesse loves to let's hit the open road and just go. So, but anyway, what do you guys think about when you're alone? I'll give you a couple minutes and then we're gonna move to the next stuff. And while you guys are thinking about that, I got a quick question. What are some of the things that you guys want me to talk about? What do you want to hear? That's also what the recap is about as well, because we still got 90 more of these things to go. 90. And here's the thing, especially for you, Renita, I need you guys to hear me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I have no idea. You can watch as many YouTube channels as you want. You can get an idea of what you want to talk about, what you want to do. But until you're doing it, it's all hearsay. You're never really going to know. And I'm asking you because I hope that you take this journey with me. The reason why I started doing this is because I've always been nervous and scared to get onto social media and talk my shit. I've been a coach for 23 years. Do you see how big my head is? They used to call me Big Head Red back in the day because my head is so goddamn big. I got a whole head full of knowledge in here that is stepping over itself to get out. Stepping over myself to get out. Did you know yesterday we did a 2.5 hour show? As soon as I got off of this, I was on the phone like texting and talking. I got so tired that I was like, hey, I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out. No Instagram models. No Facebook reels. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna agrees with me. She says your head is big. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. My brother said, steps to success. Steps to success, mentally, not just financially. How it's okay to fuck up and fail. Got you. I could do that. I got my trusty notepad. So, John, I will write that down. Oops, sorry about that. I'll write all that down. What about you, Shauna? What do you want me to talk about? What because I know that you and I had some discussions, and I'm so proud of you for making that first step. And I knew you were nervous. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so John. Okay, so success. Nothing. We'll just put not the money part. Gotcha. We could do that. That'd be fun. I could do that shit now in my head, but that'd be fun. I'm also. What is the other question that I have for you? Uh, oh, what a great topic. Okay. Jesse says the alone the alone topic is one that I like. What do you mean, the alone topic? So facing your fears is what Renita wants to talk about. Perfect. And do you guys mind if I do a 7 steps to facing your fears? 7 steps of success, irregardless of money. Do you guys mind if I do that? Okay. What do you mean by thoughts when you're alone, Jesse? Or are you talking about? No. Yesterday, yesterday's show was about building character. We technically didn't get all the way into it because of the show that we had last night. You just have to go in and watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. But it was beautiful. Oh yeah, that was my initial question. What do you think about when you're alone? It doesn't matter uh, whether it's appropriate or not. I can care less. Just what do you think about Morgan? If you're still here, dear, what do you think about Shauna? I know you think about baby Caden. Well, big Caden. I'll let you guys answer that. So my second question would be, um, what makes you guys feel alive and connected? What makes you feel alive and connected? I know for myself, it's honestly doing this right here, right now, right? Just sharing ideas, getting to know people. Um, Morgan asks, please make what? No, I was asking, what do you think about? I don't connected to what? Peace, baby. Yeah, connected to what? Oh shit. Okay, I see what you mean. Sorry about that. Um, so no, it's just in general. What makes you feel alive and connected? It doesn't matter what it is. For me, it's reading, it's books. Doing this right here makes me feel alive and connected. Hanging out with my son makes me feel alive and connected. Right? Being around like-minded people makes me feel alive and connected. Creating something out of thin air makes me feel alive and connected. Watching my son watching my son sleep makes me feel alive and connected. Renita said, I feel alive and connected whenever I'm in a position to help people. Work in general. John is a workhorse, though. John is a workhorse. What about you, Shauna? Now, your nephew is almost 13 years old, and I'll still walk in his room and watch him sleep. Yeah, that's my buddy. Oh, Yadi! Peace of mind, being surrounded by nature, having deep conversations with my husband. Our husband's name is Benito. Great guy. Great guy. My brother said he takes solace in one day I'll have someone working for me. Perfect. Shit, homie, we all gotta dream something. I'll help you if you don't mind. I will help you figure out how to make that happen a whole lot sooner. Because what you're wanting is not based on you not having the opportunities to have people working for you. It's how you have people working for you. But don't worry, little brother. I'll teach all y'all that. Genevieve said, doing my job, helping people in the community, connecting with nature, being grounded with earth, time with my kids. I love that. Solitude. Jesse said, thoughts alone, money management, next adventure, alive and connected, being on trips with my people, deep conversations too. Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'll get it. I'll get it to you, man. He said, my brother's calling me out. He said, you got my number. You know where I live and where I work. Touche, little brother. Touche. All right, let's go to the next one. I like these. So for those of you just showing up, my name is Fearless Cummings. I will be your neighborhood life coach. Warning, we do get it cracking in here. So if you're easily offended, this ain't the place to be. Everybody has a job when they come here. Your job is to bring your dreams, goals, aspirations, problems. My job as your host and facilitator is to bring the tools, tips, strategies, and the know how to make those other things work. Together, we're going to create some amazing shit. Just saying. All right. Okay, so number 3, I wrote, what would you fight for, even if it cost you? I love asking what we're willing to fight for, even if it's going to cost you. Because what that does is that lets you know what you're willing to sacrifice and what are you willing to sacrifice. See what I mean? See, it's not just the fact of sacrificing certain things, because here's the thing, we all sacrifice something. But what are you willing to sacrifice for that thing that you're worth fighting for? For me, it's my 5 things. Give me a second and I will hold on one sec. Let me I'm going to go to let's see if I can find it. I wrote out my 5 things. And my 5 things were my son. That's what I'm willing to fight for. My son, family, and friends. The other thing is reading, learning, teaching. Other thing is like riding my motorcycle, traveling, getting to know people, shopping, right? Being productive, I guess, if you will. But those are the things that matter most to me. Those are the things that I'm willing to fight for. Okay? What's that thing for you? Miss Genevieve said, my kids. Had it been my kids, yes. Yeah, Miss Genevieve said that if it hadn't been for her children, she would be in jail. Which, if you watch the last night's episode 9 of 100, you'll know why. I urge you all to go in and watch it. What about you, Jesse? What would you willing to fight for, even if it cost you? Leo, brother, I don't know if you're still in here. My intellectual sparring partner, my spiritual, I don't even know what to call you. My spiritual and emotional guide. I think I can use that. What's worth fighting for? What's worth sacrificing for? Again, I'm gonna find you guys my top 5 because, like I said, I think that understanding what what your what your top 5 is. Oh, here we go. So her top 5 is hey Jessica. Her top 5, Jesse's top 5 is kids, family, other family, my people, adventures, volunteering, money, the ability the ability to make money. So her thing ain't just money. It's the ability to make money. Got you. And getting outdoors. And if you don't mind me saying, Jesse, riding motorcycles too. And shooting. Like, we had a very long conversation about that. Man, do you guys remember the was that 6? Or was that 7? What we talked about. Hold on, maybe it was this one. I'm looking for my top 5. I cannot find it anywhere. Okay. I had to, yes, you did. I had to fight for the ability to make, yes, you did. I totally understand that. Jesse had to fight for the ability to make money. Renita said, my children, grandchildren, my peace, sanity, freedom, my spirituality, and my dog if I had one. Okay. I get it. Let's not get Jessica started off on dogs. Jessica has this, Jessica, oh my gosh. Jessica has an obsession with animals, mainly dogs. It is mainly dogs. That's crazy. I can't find it at all. Whatever. So anyway, guess it doesn't matter. So, what else do you guys want me to talk about? And again, I'm kind of just going in this big circle, if you will, talking about that. What are we saying? You and I have a similar answer. Yeah. Okay. So I forgot what episode it was, but my other question. Yes. Right. That's what I'm saying. I can't. I'm looking for it, and I can't remember it. So, what is the fight? You know what? How about I ask y'all? And again, this is all recapping what we talked about already. What is the 5 things that you cannot live without in this life? That if one of these 5 weren't here, you'd have to reassess You know, is this worth it? Maybe not as bad much as our children, stuff like that, but it would have you questioning stuff. What's the five things in this life that is not only your top priority, but your top value? If you got more, that's cool. But here's the thing. I think that we can also say frenemies is what, not frenemy, frenemies. Right? That's friends and family that can go together. But what are those other things that you love about life? That if you had to build your life around those five things, you could do that. What are the five things that you had to start over if you had to build your life any way that you wanted it? But it had to be based around these five things. What are they? And I don't want y'all holding nothing back, because I don't hold shit back from you. Don't hold nothing back from me. For those of you just now showing up, Fearless Cummings here. Welcome to Ask Fearless. I'm your host with the most, neighborhood life coach. I've been coaching for about 23 years, and I am here to give you some tips, tools, strategies, and know-how to get to your dreams, goals, aspirations, and problems. I have been homeless. I have been broke. I have been broken, and my job is to try to give back. Warning, because I do come with one. I'm about the full bullshit. So, if you're thinking that, oh man, this is a life coach here, I can say and do whatever I want. Okay? And so can I. Don't get weird. Because your weirdness has no depths like my weirdness. I'm just joking. We're going to have some fun though. What about you, Jessica? What is your top five? What is your top five things, ma'am? What's your top five? Ashton, what's going on? The first question I'm asking people is, what's the top five things you love about life? That if you had to build your life around these five things, life is worth living. But if one of these five ain't on there, you're good. No, thank you. What's the top five for you? Okay, Genevieve. Health, safety, kids, family, travel, pets, job. Perfect. Love it. Okay, so hold on one second. Oh, you know what? Jessica to Jessica, I don't know which one said it first, but you know what? I think that I'm going to have to change my top five because of what you just said. Um, Health is a big one for me too, because I didn't even think about that. So then Jessica Mackey said, I've had to do that reassessment from the hospital bed twice, and I need to put health in my top five. Jessica, I'm putting health in mine too. So shopping's gone. Health is now in there. Thank you for that. Because again, we don't even think about that shit. Renita said, and I quote, money, weed, good food, good physical and mental health, and solitude. I don't know if Shauna's in here, but if this was Shauna's list, I'm pretty sure their list would be exactly the same. That's all I'm saying. Every one of them, especially the second one. Man, what about you, John? What about you, Alexis? What's your top five? And here's the cool thing, just because y'all live in the same house doesn't mean that y'all gonna have the same shit. Oh, here we go. Here's my besties. Jessica said family and friends. Okay, we count that as one. Animals, which I told y'all. Good health. Okay. Money, peace, and serenity. Okay, I'll say that's five. Okay. Okay. What's up with you, Yachty? You being kind of quiet tonight. What's up, Yachty? Yadira, what's going on? What's your top five? Benito, her husband. I need to know what your top five is too. Oh, and Miss Mackey said, she said, call me Miss Mackey if you're nasty. She said my number six would be going to Pound Town. Six. That's what she said, not me. I was trying to keep it PG, but she wanted to get X, X, X. Okay, so what was the question? The question was, what is your top five? What if you had to build your life around those five things that you love in life, what are your top five things? So family and friends would count as one. Okay. Money can count as one. Health, serenity, good peace, all that shit, one. So what are those things? And I want them from most important all the way down to I'm cool on that, but I still need that. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this to me, Jesse? That's not even funny. I have an addiction, people. I've talked about this on multiple occasions. Them Instagram models and them little people, I got a problem. Hi, my name is Fearless Cummings, and I'm an addict. I like watching butt cheeks clap on Instagram and sometimes YouTube. And YouTube, but mainly Instagram. I'm an Instagram stalker of cheeks. That is my truth, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact that Jesse called me out on that just shows just how much of that fuck shit you're on. You understand me? You're on some fuck shit, ma'am. You know that's my addiction. Anyway, she said there are way worse addictions. You know what? Hey, listen, I promise to you, I promise you, dead ass. I was dating this woman once. Okay, Shauna said she had to log off, okay? I was dating this woman once. I'm not joking. Y'all know, as you can look behind me on both sides. Hold on, let me see. See that? Matter of fact, look in my mirror. The mirror that I have over there is books around it. I went to this estate, and this lady said her friend passed. He was a book lover, gave us all this stuff. But as you can see over there, I got books. Right behind me, I got books. My TV, right up under that, books, right? So obviously I love to read. I love books. I was dating this woman. We were at Barnes and Nobles. Listen to me. I need to do my dance right quick. I need to do my dance. I need to do my. When I walk into a bookstore, this is my dance. Like, do you see that? Like, I look stupid, right? But when I go in there, I'm just like this. Just like this. See, some dudes, they go to a strip club and do this. I don't do that. I go to a bookstore and be like this. Right? You hear that clapping? Keep it a PG. I'm just joking. Anyway, Fearless Cummings here. Welcome to Ask Fearless. I'm your neighborhood life coach. Been coaching for about 23 years. And here, I'm telling you now, warning, I am extremely inappropriate sometimes. So, if you're cool with it, welcome. If you're not, you should probably go somewhere else. Anyway, back to the story. That's how I feel about books. I spend. So anyway, we go to Barnes and Nobles, and I'm spending. I spend $500 and some in there. Don't trip, I got it. When you got the money, stop digging in my pockets. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm spending. As soon as I see it, I buy it. We leave. And now here's the thing. For context, if you buy $500 worth of books from Barnes and Nobles, bitch, you just bought 4 books. Because their books are expensive as fuck. Understand what I'm telling you? As fuck. Now, if you want to spend, I will go to the thrift store. I will go to Salvation Army, Goodwill, Half Price Books to have great books. I usually spend about $300 when I go to Half Price Books. Just saying. And I got the receipts to match. So I was dating this chick, and this was a couple years ago, somewhere around there. We get in the car, and she asked me, she says, how much money do you spend on books a month? I thought about it and I said, probably about $1,000, somewhere around there. Probably more, probably a little bit more. She said, hold on, so you spend $1,000 on books every month? Yeah, every month. She said, you know what I can do with that money? No, because it's my money, so I don't know what you would do with it. She said, do you have an addiction to books? Yeah, I do. She said, and I swear to God, I promise you, she was like, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I could be with somebody who has an addiction like that. I said, okay, I understand. She said, are you willing to just walk away from us just like that? I said, here's the thing. If my addiction is sitting at home with a nice glass of water, listening to smooth jazz, with my feet kicked up, reading a book in my motherfucking house that I pay the bills for, I don't ask anybody for anything. I don't bother anybody. Yes, I am more than okay to walk away from this. Because what that does is that interrupts my peace. That's my peace. Your peace is going out hiking. It's not really my thing. But I'm not going to judge you. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm not going to judge you based on what brings you happiness in your life. I'm not going to do that. It's not me. We didn't stay together that much longer or whatever. We talk every so often, but it's like one of those things like, if you don't call me, I'm not going to call you. And it's not that I don't think about her, because I don't. It's that I don't think about her to call. And even if she does pop into my head, okay. And I go on doing whatever I was doing. Right? That shit rubbed me the wrong way. So anyway, here, let's look at y'all's stuff. Okay, so she said there could be worse addictions. I've been a terrible person. Uncover and your podcast is outing me. Okay, yes. Yachty, okay. Yachty says family, money, peace, and my freedom. Fuck yes. Okay, hit on. Shauna said, of course, fool's gonna. Shit, listen to me, y'all. Shauna is the most fit, skinniest, fat motherfucker you'd ever meet. All slimmest, fittest, fattest person you ever meet. She will eat, and you're looking at her, she'll put nothing on. Nothing. Just saying. How you gonna be in your fucking 40s and still look like you fucking 19? It's fucking crazy. Anyway, so Shauna's thing is health, family, food, my smoke. Didn't I tell y'all that Shauna's shit would have certain things in there? Told you. And her money. But I told y'all, just like Renita, this is her thing. They like a certain type of smoke. Let's move on. Okay, Jessie said that she bought a book today. Here's the thing, Jess. Let me tell you something. Don't mention the B word without definition. Don't ever tell me that you went out and bought a book and not show me a picture. Post that shit. I want to see it. You know what I mean? It's just like again, I'm about to, it's just like if a woman was out here wearing sandals and she, like, oh my God, I just got some new sandals. Take them socks off, put them feet in them, take a pic. We want to see. And when I mean we, all of us, not just me. Anyway, so hold on. Can you get some? Shauna, I don't know. I don't know if you can get some cheeks. Right. I'm sure I don't know though. Um, Jesse asked, do I give my old books away? You know what? Funny enough, I started giving them to Jessica next door. I started giving them to her because eventually she'll read them. That's what she say. I started Jessica. Hold on. Next. So yeah, she gets them. Not a problem. Take them. Oh yeah, it's so funny. Shauna said I have an addiction, but it sure ain't books. No. As long as I've known Shauna since Caden was what, one? I, no. Caden wasn't even one when I met you. He wasn't even one. And she has always cared about that one thing. Just saying. Okay, so Miss Maggie, damn, I wasn't sure where you were going with that one. I wasn't sure either. I mean, like I say, it just pops into my head and I just go with it. Right? It just goes in. Oh, kids, come on. I mean, that's cool. Jesse said it's just kids' books. Okay, whatever. That's fine. About sandhills, cranes. Okay, sweet. I like that. She said, I don't think you can. Not really. But I mean, you can still tell me. You know, I mean, I'd still like to know what people are into. God damn, sorry guys. She said, I don't think you can. Jeez. You know, I mean, I'd still like to know what people are into. God damn. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to wait for it to pop back up. But damn, what was the? Give me a second, guys. Okay, anyway, I can't see. Here, let me go out of here and then go back in. I'm sorry, guys. Fucking hate this thing. Okay. Okay, like 6 months. When you say 6 months, what do you mean? Julia, how you doing, friend? Yes, Caden was about 6 months years old when we met. Yeah. Yep. So my Caden was 6 months old. Her Caden was like 3 years old. Because I think he just turned 15 this weekend. And Caden is 12 now. And he's about to turn 13 July 22nd. So they're about what, 2 years and some months apart. So if Caden was 6 months, so then yeah, your Caden would have been 2. Damn. Damn. It's crazy. 3, 2, 2.5. Yeah. Sound about right. Okay, so yeah, you guys gave me that. So all right, let's go to the next one. So for those of you just now showing up, I'm trying to do kind of like a recap of what we discussed previous. And one of those things that kind of keep coming back is the thing that we discussed before. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Actually, no. I'm going to go out of here. I'm going to show you guys. Give me 1 second so I can share my screen with you. Okay, there we go. So like this is a big one that I really loved. I really like this one. I was talking to a friend about this. Buddy came by. We were working on my motorcycle, and we were talking about this today. And the reasons why we glorify and normalize toxicity. And we really kind of talked about this based on um, social media engagement, the shit people are willing to do to each other, why we do what we do. And I really, it really kind of did something to me about but mainly this one here, that it feels so familiar to be toxic as shit to people. Last night would have been a great time to talk about this here. But again, like I said, we're recapping kind of everything. And we also talked about this as well, how we equate suffering with love. And I know that it may seem like I'm kind of getting off of our kind of fun topic and discussion or whatever, um, but it was a good conversation that we had because so many of us are so entrenched in that negativity and the things that we are willing to do to other people, and not just that, but the stories that we tell ourselves about what success is, what it means, about the struggle and all that shit. That was kind of a big thing. Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, we romanticize the struggle stories. That and we talked about that too. And again, like I said, my buddy was just here helping me fix my motorcycle, and we just started talking about that. And I know that he and his wife had gone through all kinds of shit. And he was telling me a story about his son. And he said that his son grew up both mom and dad his whole entire life. He's 24 years old now. But he tells people that he grew up in the hood. How nobody really wanted him. How he had to fend for himself. And because he has friends and other family members and outside influences that that have that made that struggle story real. He now thinks and feels that he has to engage in that. And that was really deep because I think about my son and Shauna, I'm thinking about yours too, that our kids are given such an amazing life. And this is kind of why I kind of apropos segue, but apropos into that because thinking about everything that we give our kids, and then I'm thinking about like the stories that they'll come up with later on, like they weren't loved, that that they had to struggle. If they have that story, which I hope they don't. But the thing that I told my buddy was that we do that because that's the type of culture that we live in. That we always take these things and we romanticize the struggle within itself. You know, not necessarily saying that we don't struggle because we do, but my struggle to the top might be totally different than your struggle to the top. And our struggles may not necessarily be big or 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 magnetized or anything. It could literally just be that somebody forgot to call us for a couple weeks or something. Somebody forgot to email this person. Somebody forgot to do this or that, but it was nothing personal, right? Um, if we didn't struggle, we aren't cool. That's what Jesse says. And I'm just kind of like, when I think about my son, I think about that constantly of what type of story is he going to tell people about his upbringing as he gets older. Um, his his mom and stepdad have been telling him for the last couple years that that his stepfather raised him. So I remember Kane came home one day and he said, "Dad, why didn't you raise me?" I never understood the question. And it wasn't until about a couple years later that I was sitting at his mom and stepdad's house and hey babe, no, because I don't have that many.
Okay.
Grab a water.
Right.
Okay. But it wasn't until um I was sitting at their house and we were talking. Well, more or less, it was more of a disagreement. But the first thing I said before I opened my mouth was I told my son, I said, "Son, you remember those times when I tell you that when people come to you and they're combative with you, the first thing that I need you to do is be calm. So I stayed calm through the whole thing and I listened and I listened. And I had to remind them that the only time I was not around my son, for the most part, is when I was working construction. I worked for about 3.5 months and I was always out of town. But I bought my son a phone so we would talk every other day. And my son was about 2 years old at this point, right? And he dropped his phone in the toilet. Go figure, right? But I said, son, honey, that's the only time that I wasn't around you. And anytime I would come home for the weekends, I would go straight to go pick up my son, right? And when we were sleeping on my friend's couch for all that time, like, what do you think we were? Who do you think was with you all that time? When we lived with my friend sleeping on her couch, oh, please, sleeping on her couch for all that time, sharing a basement with her then 12-year-old son, where was I at? So it's those stories that, about that struggle that a lot of us, we romanticize. And I promise you, my objective is not to romanticize um, any upset stories. My job is to give you some tools, tips, and strategies and know how. And this know how is that shit's gonna happen. You don't always have to tell people your business. In this case, I kind of have to because this is what I do for a living. But we don't have to consistently put our shit out there on blast, right? Especially in a negative context. If I tell you a story, I'm telling you so you know what to do when you're in that situation. I'm not telling you a story because it's just something to talk about. If we want something to talk about, we could talk about Instagram models and those dresses that they wear. Continue on, please. Anyway, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I got problems, right? It happens. But those stories that we tell each other, I think that we have to remember, why are we telling each other those stories? The story that we got last night, if you watch the show, was a story that wasn't some shit that she was just saying because it sounded good. It was a story that, number one, she needed to get it out. Number two, I asked for that. Number three, it shaped everybody that was on last night, and it made us look at things from a different perspective. Last night's showcase, we talked about character, how to build character. The story that we heard last night, wow, that's what character is based on. Now, some of you may be wondering how I could keep alluding to it, but never tell you what it was. Well, go back and watch it yourself. That's your homework assignment. If you were here, you know. And it was amazing for those of us who were here. I was going to write this big, long um, thing about it this morning when I woke up, because that was the first thing that I thought of. And I said to myself, you know what? It's just like when my son, he just got his black belt after 4.5 years. And he was giving a speech. He was going through all the stuff. And people asked me, why didn't you record him doing it? I said, I did record it. I watched him do it. See, I think that if you're focused on doing this with your phone all the time, then you're missing this part. I wanted to watch it. I can keep going back and recording it. But just watching it, no phone in my hand, no Bluetooth in my ear, to be present, to be in the moment. That's what I chose to do, right? But her that story was just amazing. Do you guys agree that was there? I'm just saying, no, it was amazing. And so I think that there's some things that do you just have to be here for. And if you couldn't make it, I totally understand. But everything that we shoot goes straight live. So you can still go in and watch it. You can see what I'm talking about. Jesse said in the 12 step rooms, they call them war stories. And if people go on telling their story without a purpose, then they get shut down. Thank you. And that's what I'm talking about. I don't think that there's anything wrong with telling your story as long as it is to inspire, to uplift another person. And that's what the lady last night, that's what the story last night did. It uplifted the shit out of us. It made us literally look at not only our lives, how we interact with people, how we connect with people, what our intentions are with people. Because one of the slickest things that I've seen last night is that even people who come with a smile could have the most disastrous, epic proportion fuckery. And because they're smiling, you think everything's cool. But under that smile, it ain't fucking funny. And what they're planning to do to you, there ain't no coming back from that. Um, there's this story, if you don't mind me telling it. It's one of Aesop's fable. Aesop was this guy who lived centuries ago, and maybe a century or so, but he was known for telling these very elaborate metaphors, right? But there's one about the sheep and the lion. So one day the sheep is he's just born, comes out of his mom's stomach, stands up and he walks around, and he walks too far, and he walks by a lion, and the lion raises his head and he looks at it. He said, "Why are you bothering me?" The sheep says, "I'm not bothering you." The lion says, "Yes, you are. I think you're the one that was grazing my grass not too long ago." And the sheep says, "No, it wasn't me. I was just born this morning." Lion says, "Nah, I don't think so. You were the one that's keeping us up all night a few nights ago. I knew it was you. It looked just like you." And the sheep said, "No, sir. I was born this morning." And the lion says, "No, it was you making all that ruckus. I know it was you. Matter of fact, it was you that was drinking over by my pond about a week or so ago." And the sheep says, "No, I was just born this morning." And the lion says, "Well, you about to pay the price for all that shit," and eats him. And the moral of that story is it doesn't matter what you do, who you are, what you're bringing to the table or not. When somebody wants to fuck you, sometimes there ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing. I don't care how prepared you are. When they're coming for you, they're coming. The story that we heard last night, when people are coming for you, they're coming. And sadly enough, sometimes you will never see it coming. Right? Now, I hate to get so goddamn gloom, but excuse me. But that's some of the recap. That's what we discussed. See, life ain't always gonna be happy, happy, joy, joy. and Instagram models and cheeks and feet. Sometimes life is going to be fucking shitty to the point where you ask yourself, how is this even possible for another person to be that evil? Right? Just kind of want to leave you with that for a second. So let's kind of brighten it up a little bit. So again, Fearless Cummings, welcome to Ask Fearless. I'm your host and neighborhood life coach. I've been coaching for about 23 years, and you should stay away if you're not if you're easily offended. So so getting back into it. So let me ask you, what kind of people do you enjoy being around? What kind of people do you enjoy being around? I'm gonna get out of there for a little bit. Lashana, hopefully you're still here, dear. Genevieve. Oh, you know what? Before we get there, let me ask you how you guys feel about that. Just about shitty people, and then we'll move on. Then we'll move on to the other stuff. What do you do when people are just fucking nasty? I will we'll spend just a couple minutes on this, and then we'll move on. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a recap of all the things we talked about this week. And I'm also kind of celebrating the fact that I set a goal about 12 days ago that I was going to do 100 episodes. And we're already on day 10. We're already there. People with integrity. What do you mean by that, Genevieve? Never mind, I got you. Sorry. Sorry, don't answer that. I got you. Yes. Yes. I would agree 100%. People with integrity. Again, I love that, Jesse. Jesse said, I enjoy deep conversations. I enjoy deep conversators. Nasty people get cut the fuck out. No reasons given. Deuces. I love being around positive, intellectual, comical people. So do I. I love being around people who can make me laugh or smile. I love it. I love being around people who are just as a little weird like me. A little poquito. Just a little bit. What about you, Shauna? Are you still here? What about you, Yachty? What type of people do you like being around? Benny, are you here? Same thing goes for you. Jessica, what type of people do you like being around? Genevieve said that I now tend to isolate outside of work unless you were in my circle of trust prior. My shit got rocked hard. Yes, ma'am, I get that. I get that. You know, and I would say though that I know that, and again, maybe platitudes. I don't know, but I don't. I would hope if I were in the same situation that I would not. Would I be careful about the people that are in my circle? Fuck yeah, because I'm like that now. Very like I told y'all before. My circle looks like a period. Like it does. It's not big at all. Matter of fact, I don't even call people friends. That's not my friend. An associate, colleague. Hmm? I'll even call you a confederate. I like that word because you don't hear it often. My Confederate. It's a healing process. I'm only yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I think that your healing process is amazing. Just saying. Yadi says, I love being around people like you and Anya, people that lift me up and match my energy. I appreciate that. Anya is a young lady that she and I work with. Um, she is fun people. Fun people. I will I'll get her on here sometime just to just so you can meet her. She, Anya is a ball of joy, to say the least. A ball of joy. A fun person to be around. So I'll invite her to come by, and I promise you're gonna fall in love with her. Jesse said that I stopped doing that too for my daughter, so she doesn't think everyone is her friend. Yeah, yep. Oh, hey, Shauna. Shauna said people make me laugh and are truthful. People that she loves being around. Most people think that I'm a bitch for speaking my mind. Hold on. Oh, somebody else was going up. For speaking my mind and not being walked on. But honestly, I can get along with anybody until you burn that bridge. That makes sense. Yadi also said that I can't forget Jessica. She's an amazing person. Jessica's good people. Jessica's good people. What are you doing, Jessica? Mackie, I haven't seen you in a while. You good? She said like Jessica said likewise. Okay, so hold on. What's the other one? Okay, I like that one. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a big one. I'm gonna give you one to think about. What would you regret not doing in this lifetime? What would you regret not doing in this lifetime? I'm gonna ask one more time. What would you regret not doing in this lifetime? And y'all, listen, what do the kids say? Man, you capping. But before I'm doing what I'm doing right now, I would say this right here. Again, when I started this, it wasn't about you, it was about me, right? But telling myself that I wanted to do this, man, I've been wanting to do this for years. Am I where I want to be at this present moment in time within this? No, because I have really no idea where this is going to take me. If it takes me any goddamn where. But I know we're 10 episodes in and y'all still with me. And hopefully, yeah, we can all say on June 28th of 2025, I took that role with him and I'm proud of what we've done. And it's a we, it's not a me. It's a we. Because I plan I think my objective is to help everybody that's in here accomplish that thing. I don't know what that thing is for you. I don't know what that thing is for you. But maybe you'll tell me. Okay, Miss Mackey says, I was throwing a load in laundry, okay. I missed the last question. Um, the question was, hold on, hell, I think I missed it. What what would you not regret doing? Hold on. What would you regret not doing in this lifetime? Um, Yes. Jessie said the same thing. She said, if I think about it, I'm doing it. Genevieve fucking said, I do it. I don't hold back. I live my life to the fullest as much as possible. That part. Yadi said, congratulations on your 10 episodes. Yadi, thank you. Thank you for coming through and hanging out. I promise you, man, I fuck with y'all. Listen, I will regret not following my dreams, is what Renita said. Y'all, I, I was working with Renita for 2 hours today. We talked for 2 hours. We were supposed to do it last night, but then, we went and just did it today. I called her up so we can have our conversation. And she says, she's telling me all about her stuff and this and the other. You know when a person tells you something, you like, okay. Like, yeah, I can help you with this and the other. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll be more than happy to help. My job ain't to be a fortune teller. It's to help you get from point A to point B. Renita showed me a bunch of her stuff. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I said, listen, you need to find Poshmark, Etsy. I think it's called What Now. There's all these little. Instagram has it, Facebook. I said, you don't need to get on YouTube to figure out how to do this little shit over here. You need to get on YouTube to figure out how to market using Etsy, using Instagram, using what's the other ones? Poshmark. That's what you got to be doing. Her work is amazing. I will show you guys some of her stuff tomorrow. It's crazy, crazy. She also has a lot of African American art, and she was like, "Well, I would like to um, market some of this to our people." I said, "Okay, but why would you do that?" She said, "Well, because they would buy it." I said, "Maybe, but you'd be surprised how many white people buy African art as well." I've been in a lot of white homes who got that type of shit, where I'm like, "Where do you get that from?" Or "What's that?" Because I've never seen it before. Which, I mean, come on, I'm 46. Like I've fucking seen everything, right? Come on, get out of here. But her stuff was just breathtaking, amazing. So tomorrow, I'm gonna put some of her pictures up. Renita, is that okay with you? Can I put some of your art and stuff on here? And she makes crazy enough. She makes these. She makes these pajamas, top and bottom, with a blanket that's attached like wings. Like wings. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was like, what? What? I would sleep in that shit. I would probably even go to Walmart in it. And don't act like I'm weird for that. I've seen some of the shit y'all go to Walmart in. You know, there's a whole book called The People of Walmart. Has different. I think now they're probably on several versions of that. When I first bought the book, it was version 1. Bet you they're on version like 8 or 9. It's called People of Walmart, and the shit that y'all wearing is crazy. You walked out the house like that. You know where you don't find people walking around like that at? Target. You don't find people walking around with Daisy Dukes on, pantyhose and cowboy boots. If you're a guy, I'm not judging. I'm just saying there's a time and a place, and obviously Walmart is that fucking place. Jesse just said that I got all of the art out just saying. Most of it's Southwest natives, but it's all types. But this white Karen likes to get the mayonnaise and all the spices. There you go. I love it. Perfect, man. I love that. So I'll be putting some of her stuff up just so you guys can see it. It's amazing, right? So listen, man, we are literally past 10 o'clock, and I always want to stop at 10, but once we get on here and get to talking, I'm this is kind of where we are. So anyway, again, my name is Fearless Cummings. This show is Act Fearless. I'm your host with the most, local Spider-Man. Can I say that? Local Spider-Man? I don't know, fuck it. Local life coach. Um, just here to help. Um, so anyway, I want you guys to lead me out. What did you guys think about the last 10 shows? What do you guys think that we should go from here? Like, well, what are you thinking? Like I do with Jessica Mackey, I'm gonna give you guys the last word. So, hold on, where's it at? The floor is yours. Miss Renita said, my mom shops in hers. She says she gets a lot of compliments. I'm gonna have to show it to you guys tomorrow. I'm just responding. You guys still have the last word. No, you're not a white Karen. You're a red one. But you're also a cool as shit one too. If you were to call yourself that. Which I wouldn't call you that. Uh, I 100% agree. She said I think that we should work on some of the suggested topics from the audience. I got like 4 of them here. So yes, ma'am, I 100% agree. What do you think, Yachty? What do you think we should talk about next? Jessica, what do you think we should talk about next? Or just in general? Not even like next, in general. It only takes me a couple minutes to usually put these things together. So it's not like oh my God, it's going to take you a while. No, it does not. I got this thing to a sit down. After my 10th show, I got this part down to a science. Okay. So empowerment. Okay, I got you. So what do you mean by empowerment though? Because that can mean anything. Virginia? What is up? Virginia, we're almost done here for tonight, but I love seeing you. Um, I'm doing my life coaching thing. It's live and all that good stuff. Start coming back tomorrow. I usually do it around 8:30 until whenever. Um, yeah, please come back. Right now, the question is, um, what do you guys want the show to be based off of in general? What type of discussions would you like for me to have, or what type of discussions should we be having together? So, is it fear of success? Elevate, yes, yes, I like that. Okay, so empowerment through elevation, we can do that. Um, fear of success, okay. Oh, that's a big one too. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll come up with some signs of it, and then we'll also come up with um some steps to eradicate it. And you know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to say eradicate because you need that. Like you need to have a certain amount of fear that's going to be healthy. You know, like to be fearless. No point intended. Uh, you meet people like that, but they're also gas and crash as fuck. Like these are the people who have crash outs on TV. The people who don't give a fuck no more. Kanye West is fearless. When you got so much money that nobody checks you, that you don't allow to be checked, that you don't allow people to tell you when you're fucking up and when you're wrong, no, no. Oh, you know what? I love that. How everything fits together. Matter of fact, that's actually one of my favorite episodes on The Wire. Was is how everything is connected, and it's all connected. All of this. Ms. Mackey says, I think we should talk about recognizing jealousy, um, negative energy from people in your inner circle. Oh my God. When you start to become successful. Oh, wait. Oh, oh my God. Okay. Okay, I wrote that down, man. That's deep. No, 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 no. I'll figure that out, Jessica, on how to figure like that. That's fine. Um, Genevieve said, learning to embrace your confidence or learning to just be confident in who you are. Yes, okay. Okay, we can do that. Okay, and we'll also talk about what the difference between being confident and arrogant. Because I think sometimes kind of they do kind of walk that fine line. Oh, okay. I like what Jessie just said. She said how to step around negative people in the best ways. Okay. Anything else before we call it quits? What about you, Yachty? What do you want us to talk about? What do you mean? What is being right sized? Shauna, are you here? I think you already gave me one. Miss Yadira, what about you, dear? And ask Benny too. Ask your husband um the same question because he had some powerful questions last night as well. Anything between fun size and king size. Y'all crazy on here. Okay, I like that. She said, no, not a doormat, but not egotistical. I like that. I love that. What about you, Yadi? Are you still with us? I don't think she is. I think she may have tipped on out. Well, I mean that is what that is. It is 10:30, so all right, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have anything else, please hit me up on Messenger. You know how to find me. Y'all know how to find me. Tupac once said, I'm not hard to find. Fearless is telling you, neither is he. You know where I'm at. All right, let me see. Nope, yeah, I think they're out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Good night. Sleep well. Dream big.